Hi, everybody. March is National Nutrition Month, so we are going to spend a little bit of time this week talking about this week 4 tip encouraged by the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics to ensure that you eat right. If this is your first time tuning in, I am Kelly Houston, a registered dietitian and lactation counselor who works with people of all ages and genders to help them eat for fuel, eat for fun, and eat for life. This is week 4 of National Nutrition Month, and I'm really happy to be talking to you today about this week's theme to help you maximize your nutrition so you have plenty of energy and stamina to fuel a life you love. Week 4's tip is create tasty foods at home. So why is this important? Well, when most people plan to cook more from home versus eating food made at a restaurant, they usually state saving money and healthier choices as the driving factors. For families with young kids, cooking at home exposes them to a variety of different foods like different fruits, vegetables, starches, meats, and fats, and can help with sensory issues, as well as learning patience and developing math skills for older kids. So for cost, for our family of 5, it usually costs about $50 to $80 for us to enjoy a meal out from a restaurant. Higher if we're dining in and getting drinks plus a larger tip. Lower if we're just getting takeout and bringing it on home. For myself in particular with younger kids, it can definitely be frustrating to dine out when kids don't want to sit down, they don't want to eat the food that you paid good money for, or otherwise disruptive. It's definitely not a relaxing night out. And I know that it does not cost $50 to $80 per meal for us to eat at home. Plus, if the kids get a bit unruly, it's not the end of the world. Healthier choices. First, as I mentioned before, health is relative. Someone with a certain health condition might have a perfectly healthy plate for them, which looks really different from someone's plate who is generally healthy or has a different type of health concern. However, by cooking at home, you're able to address your own or any family member's health concerns and know the exact ingredients on your plate. Cooking at home makes food completely customizable. Onions upset your tummy? Leave them out. Prefer to add an extra spinach? Toss it in. Need an allergen-free option? Not to worry. Kids in the kitchen. Getting kids in the kitchen can help them in so many ways. My youngest, who literally ate everything before COVID, he was 9 months when the lockdown started, began to develop picky eating. Between help with his wonderful occupational therapist and helping me cook more, he's starting to ease out of it. Messy play can really help picky eaters expand their sensory tolerance and open them up to trying new foods. As my son's OT said, if he won't touch it, he won't eat it. Registered dietitian Yafi Lavova has a great cookbook, the Fun with Food Toddler Cookbook, link is below. In addition to messy play and toddler-specific recipes, my son loves helping me mix energy bites, and it helps him tolerate having gloppy oats on his hands. If I'm making banana bread or another baking recipe, all 3 of my kids love to help me add pre-measured ingredients and smell the different spices as they put them in. I set the bowl on my clean kitchen floor and let them smell or taste all the ingredients as we put them into the bowl. For my oldest, who's 8, she loves themed cookbooks. Her favorite from this Christmas was the Disney Villains cookbook. It can help her with math skills when she's measuring out ingredients. And if something spills, she can practice her cleaning skills too. But what are some reasons that people decide to eat out instead of eating at home? It can definitely feel more convenient to eat it at a restaurant or get takeout. Plus, it usually tastes great. Eating out can allow you to get foods that you're not used to preparing at home. So to address convenience, it can definitely feel more convenient to get something on your way home from work instead of cooking after a long day. And there's nothing wrong with that. If cooking more at home is important to you, however, there are ways to get more home cooked, or at least more cooked at home meals. If meal prep, see last week's video, doesn't do it for you, one of my favorite recipe websites, The Wholesome Dish, has a whole section of easy dinners, recipes that require minimal time and few ingredients. You can also use a convenience meal like chicken strips or frozen pizza as a start and not add on to it from there. What? The dietitian told me to eat frozen pizza? Look, not every meal might be your ideal meal, but it's a start. Pizza can actually be pretty balanced. You get starch in the crust, protein with the cheese, and any meat toppings, veggies in the sauce, and any veggie toppings. You could also add a salad on the side as well as fruit, or have some yogurt, milk, or kefir on the side. Depending on the toppings, there could be more saturated fat than a typical meal, and pizza is likely a higher sodium food. But I'm not saying you have to eat it for every meal. And just so we're clear, many restaurant meals have a lot of extra sodium as well. When our family dines out, I love to get foods I don't prepare often at home. seafood, for instance, because my husband doesn't love it. Also, ethnic foods or foods that take a long time to prepare, like certain barbecue dishes. And there's nothing wrong with that. If eating at home isn't important to you, plus you can afford it and your kids are old enough to appreciate it, that's great. Just make sure you're making choices that you can feel good about for your budget, your health goals, and your family situation. If you're interested in cooking more, YouTube has great videos. The Wholesome Dish mentioned earlier has food videos, and the Food Network app has great videos as well. Feel free to start as small as you need. Maybe it's lunch on the weekend when you have a bit more time instead of dinner on a hectic work night. So I would love to hear, how do you feel about cooking at home? What are your favorite recipe sites? What's the biggest challenges you face when cooking at home? If this video was helpful, please remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, or share. As always, if you live in Illinois or Missouri and would like more personalized nutrition advice, or you feel like you're struggling with eating in a way that energizes your life and fuels your passions, please feel free to reach out to hello@kellyhoustonrdn.com or visit kellyhoustonrdn.com/schedule. Take care, and I'll see you next time.